Hey, welcome back everyone, General Tony here, coming back with a brand new COC episode, and welcome my friends to a new video where we are going to be discussing a new concept troop idea to come into COC. So there are currently 19 troops inside of the game, 12 elixir, and only 7 dark elixir. We are crying out for another dark elixir troop, and I have seen one of the most awesome troop ideas ever on the Supercell forums a couple of hours ago, and I thought, you know what, why not discuss it with you guys in this episode to see what you think. So just before we do get ourselves into, the breakdown of the new troop, I would just like to say a massive thank you for 865,000 subscribers. Do not forget we are giving away $1,000 in prizes on the last day of October, guys, October 31st in 13 days time. So if you want the chance to win $1,000 in prizes, all you need to do is drop a sub to this channel right now, and of course leave a like on this episode just to show some support to the channel. Everyone who is subscribed to the channel will have the chance to win $1,000 in prizes on the last day of October. All that being said, let's get ourselves into this new troop idea. It's called the Vault, and it is definitely one you want to hear. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought about a troop which could be similar to a flying wizard, yet obviously not so overpowered? Because I believe if you put a couple of red balls inside of the wizard's hand and he started flying, I'm pretty sure he's going to wreck a couple of bases pretty quickly. So maybe not quite a flying wizard, but how about something similar to that, which has, slightly less hit points and slightly less damage per second? Then we could really start talking, guys, and that is what this new troop is basically gonna be. Now, this idea comes from the Supercell forums. As I said, it's a very recent post, and honestly, I have seen hundreds, if not thousands, of posts over the last couple of years, and this is definitely one of the best troop ideas that I've seen for quite some time. Reason being, it actually fits into the game in such an amazing way. Now, as I said, there are currently 7 Dark Elixir troops and 12 Elixir troops. We are crying for a new Dark Elixir troop, and I honestly believe this could be the answer. So stay tuned, guys. I'm about to break it down for you layer by layer. I'm going to tell you what the troop is, what it does, what it looks like, and why it could be beautiful for you. So let's get straight into it. There's no point wasting time. So the troop itself is called the Vault. Now, massive shout out to Dragon Beast 1000. He is the person who has posted about this troop on the forums, guys, and I honestly think it's such a great idea. So as I said, it is called the Vault. It is an air unit, so we haven't had an air troop since the Baby Dragon. Although the Baby Dragon is pretty cool, it's not very unique in my opinion. It's not very diverse in comparison to the Dragon. And this new troop, the Vault, is very, very unique, especially for an air unit. So let's just take a look at the current air units we have inside of the game. We have a balloon, which focuses on defenses and defenses only until every single defense is taken down. Then it goes for the other buildings. We have a Baby Dragon, which has a very unique strategy to it because it rages itself up, but it only does that if it isn't surrounded by other troops. So it is very rare to, do mass amounts of damage to a base using Baby Dragons because they just all clump together. And the reality is they don't have the hit points required to really get deep into the base. We then have the Dragons, one of the most powerful troops inside of the game, but it doesn't quite have the speed to, really destroy bases without being pressured. Then we have the Minion, kind of like an archer, but a flying archer with a little bit more hit points. Once again, it doesn't really support the Dragons and the Baby Dragons in such a great way. You need to have a mass amount of them, and as soon as an air bomb comes, they are gone just like that. And then of course we have the Lava Hound. To be honest, I can't fault the Lava Hound. It does exactly what it says it does. It is a tank. It is there to, distract and also support other units. So the Lava Hound is fantastic in my opinion. A star to the Lava Hound. Great work. Let me know down below in that comment section, what is your current favorite air troop in the game, guys? Mine is definitely probably gotta be the Lava Hound. Okay, so basically I've broken down for you what current air troops we have, but how about this, guys? This is the reason why I think the Vault is going to be a fantastic troop. Now, we are about to tell you what the Vault looks like, what it's going to do, and how it's going to benefit you, the average daily COC player. But just before I do, hear me out on this. So basically, let's take a look at ground, guys. We have golems, we have P.E.K.K.A.s, we have so many different ground units, and then we have the wizards to, clear out the rubble and help those units filter into the center. The wizard is not a troop that you want to send in directly. It's kind of like a troop you want to drop behind your troops just to make sure that they can funnel into the base. Then you want to go in with your main army and, you know, do some real damage to the Town Hall 11, Town Hall 10, or whatever Town Hall you are attacking. Well, when we take a look at our air units that we are, you know, allowed to use inside of the game, there isn't really much variety in terms of backing up your main attack. So the main attack being, you know, dragons, lava hounds, balloons, and of course baby dragons. All we have is minions. That is our only choice. Well, here's another one. What about a flying wizard called the Vault? So as I said earlier, obviously a flying wizard could be slightly overpowered. I mean, a wizard with, it's basically a wizard on steroids, guys, because he's going to fly over the walls and nothing's really going to stop him. Saying that though, he would also get targeted by air defenses, so that is pretty cool. But then again, he wouldn't get targeted by cannons, so it kind of, you know, counterbalances itself out. So as I was saying, a flying wizard may be too slightly overpowered, so it's very simple, a very simple fix. Decrease the hit points on the Vault and only slightly decrease the damage per second. Then you have a new troop which is going to provide real support, not like the minion, real support to your dragons, to your baby dragons, even to your balloons, and hopefully allow you to, you know, balance out your attack strategy, your air attack strategy in a much greater manner. That pretty much explains why I think it's good to bring this troop into the game, but let me actually give you the troop statistics now that were found on the forum. So there is a lot of information I'm about to provide you with. If you think this does sound pretty cool, go down below in that comment section, guys, and comment hashtag flying wizard if you would love to see this troop come into the game. But for now, let me go through the rest of the actual troop statistics. So we're back on the forum. Now the troop itself, the Vault, will obviously, you know, target the nearest building to it. It's not going to prioritize defenses. It's not going to prioritize any single defense or building. It will attack the closest unit to it. Just like all the other units though, it will also, well, the most of the other units, it will also then get distracted by any clan castle troops, any flying skeletons, or anything of that sort. And then we're going to move on to the actual offensive strategy of the troop and what it does. So the name of the troop, as you have all heard many times, is actually called the Vault, and there is a very good reason why it's called the Vault. This troop, and this is a really cool concept, actually only receives half damage from hidden Teslas. Now that's pretty cool because, as I said, it is called the Vault. It's an electric troop. It does very similar attack styles to the Wizard, you know, in terms of the animation and even the aesthetic look. Could be maybe not similar to the Wizard, but kind of, you know, the same sort of category. So as I said, it would only be absorbing 50% of the Tesla attack. So the Tesla will do 50% damage to the Vault, which is pretty damn cool. Don't forget, you could also put the Vault inside of your defending clan castle, so it would definitely be a great troop to have on defense as well as offense. But now let's get into the actual troop statistics. So far I've used a lot of information from the forums regarding the Vault. However, I am not going to use the original creator's statistics because, quite honestly, I think he has overestimated a lot of them. For example, he believes that this troop should be a capacity of a troop spacing of 8, and I think that is way too overestimated, guys. Now these are going to be my statistics. So the troop is going to be either 4 or 5 trooping capacity. The damage type is going to be multi, guys, because obviously it does splash damage because it is very similar attack to that of the Wizard. It targets ground and air and has a movement speed of 18. Its favorite target is any. Now, as I mentioned earlier on in the episode, there are currently 5 levels for this troop. The first level unlocked at Town Hall level 9, the second and third unlocked at Town Hall level 10, and the fourth and fifth unlocked at Town Hall level 11. So this is a troop which is unlocked at Town Hall level 9. Now, the reason I'm not giving this troop to Town Hall level 8, air attacks at Town Hall level 8 really aren't, you know, used at all, to be honest with you, and I don't think this would really make much of a difference. Apart from dragons, but dragons with this troop at Town Hall level 8 could be slightly overpowered. At Town Hall level 7, incorporating a troop like this would severely overpower Town Hall 7s. Now at Town Hall level 9, air attacks are, you know, a hit and a miss. Loads of people use them, loads of people don't. I believe this could really benefit Town Hall level 9. At Town Hall 10, air attacks are used, but of course, dragons are very underused. And at Town Hall level 11, there are very few people who use dragons because they're far too expensive, far too long to train. Well, not really anymore since the update, but just far too expensive. And to be honest with you, they're really kind of dodgy because sometimes you don't even get a 1-star. So here are the actual troop training levels, how much they're going to cost. their damage per second, and their hit points. So a level 1 Vault is going to cost you 65 Dark Elixir, level 2 95, level 3 125, level 4 180, and level 5 200. And then the actual, the statistics, the hit points go at 200, then 240, 299, 326, 399, and then of course the actual damage per second starts at 185, then 200, 240, 290, and then 320. So it's kind of similar to, I believe, the wizard statistics, except, you know, slightly decreased, not as much damage and not as much hit points. So that is pretty much going to sum up the vault, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section. Now obviously we have just received a big update in the game, but there is apparently another update coming out for Halloween in a couple of weeks time. However, it is most likely going to be a lot smaller and not incorporate new troops or new traps or, you know, some major features. However, I will say I was expecting there to be a new trap and a new troop, another one, by the end of the year, if not maybe by like February or March next year. So hopefully there will be a new one coming into the game. As I said, there are currently 19. And, you know, 20 is a round number, so I would love to see that. So leave a like on the episode, subscribe to the channel, guys. I will see you very shortly. Have a great day. Peace out.